Hi, I'm going to show you how to install the VS ENVI Water with the VS ENVI Space. We start the process with the pre-build of the ENVI Water. This is the screw we're going to use to install the cable clamp. There's two height positions where you can fix the cable clamp. You can fit it to that lower position there, or the higher position there, depending on where your stop valve is for your water intake. So we'll fit the bracket into the lower position. That's installed. These are the two screws we're going to use to fit the anti-tilt bar, and there's two different screws, so please ensure you use the correct screw to the correct side of the unit. We'll now fit the first screw to hold the tilt bracket in place. We'll now fix the second screw, which holds the tilt bracket in place. We now need to measure out for the side rail to go onto the cabinet, and that measurement is 472mm. We'll now install the side rail. 3 screws hold it in place, and it comes flush to the front of the cabinet. We're now ready to put the frame into the cabinet. These are the two brackets and the 2 screws we'll use to fix the frame to the bottom of the cabinet. So the bracket fixes into the holes on the side near the bottom of the frame. Just insert it, push the frame as far across to the side as you can, and with the fixing screws, fix it to the cabinet. We'll now install the VS ENVI Space into the cabinet, fixed into the VS ENVI Water and the side frame of the cabinets. This is the template you receive for installing the ENVI Space to go with the ENVI Water. This came in the box for the ENVI Water. And the first part we will do is the installation of the runners, and I'll run you through that process. The system comes with these plastic runner templates, very simple to use. They're designed to work with different cabinet thicknesses. We'll be working with a 16mm cabinet, so I'll show you how to adjust it to make this work. When you're working with a 16mm cabinet, you need to fold these spacers over. So you'll fold it at that line there, so that locator pin drops into that location slot there, and then you have the same on the other 2 pieces as well. I'll show you how that's done now. As I fold the first piece over, you'll see that the locator pin goes into the locator and clips into place. And then I'll do the same with the other 2 pieces also. So once you've folded those pieces over, when you turn it over, you can see you've got your locations then for your runners to slot into where they need to be. And then repeat the same process with the other plastic template. So these are the screws we'll use to fix the runners to the cabinet and to the ENVI Water. These 4 screws came with the ENVI Water, and they're the ones that get used to fix the runner to the ENVI Water. These 4 screws are the ones we'll use to fix the runner to the cabinets. We'll now install the runner to the ENVI Water with the runner and template lined up. Get the runner put into place. Then with those 4 screws, going through the first hole, and then the second to last. That fixes the runner into place. With the other runner and template lined up with the front of the cabinet, we can then install this runner system as well. Using the first and the last position on this side, we'll hold the runner in place, and then we'll repeat the same on the back of the runner. So once the 2 runners are installed, we can then get rid of this plastic piece at the bottom. So you just lift it up in the top and then it snaps off. Keeps everything nice and tidy. We're now at the point where we can fit the frame. I'll show you how that's done. Slide it onto the runners. And it will now just click into place. That's it done. So when fitting the frame, what you're looking for is this grey part of the frame to slide under the metal clip. Just another way of making sure the runners are engaged like they should be is put your finger under that grey clip there onto the front and pull it forward until it clicks. And we can now install the lid. Just get the lid lined up and then it slides down the runners. We're now at the point where we can install the brackets onto the door, so we can install it onto the front of the cabinets. So the template has all the positions for the door. Depending on whether you've got a 19mm overlay or a 16mm overlay, it's dependent on how you use the template. We've got a 16mm, so we'll be cutting at that little line there. With the template in the right position, we're showing for a left-hand installation and a right-hand installation. As ours is a left hand, we'll be using the markers here, 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 and here. So use the owl just to put those markers onto the door. When fixing the brackets to the door, think of the door being the correct way when it's installed on the cabinet. So the R bracket actually gets fitted on the left-hand side of the door, when the L bracket gets fitted on the right-hand side of the door. And then the R's in the correct way up, so that means you know you've got the correct orientation on the brackets. These are the 4 screws we'll use to fix the brackets to the doors. Installing the door, you get it to a nearly 90-degree angle and you bring it up on the runners. Just get the brackets to line up. So lift the door up with a slight lift, lift into position. These are the 4 screws we'll use to lock the door onto the brackets. So then you put the 2 locking screws on each side and then tighten them up with a screwdriver. And then insert the locking screws onto the opposite side. I'll now show you how to do the adjustments to the door. We've got a couple of adjustments done from the inside of the cabinet. You first undo the 2 locking screws, and then we have the tilt adjustment, which is this one here. There's an arrow showing there for which direction. And then we have the lift adjustment here. Again, the arrows are showing on the cabinet, and that's the adjustment tool here. For the lateral adjustment, just undo the 2 screws on each side, then move the brackets backwards and forwards to which direction you want it to be, then tighten them back up. Once all the adjustments have been done, you can now put on the cover caps to cover the brackets. These are labelled up with the left and a right, very easy to install. So with location pins, they drop into the 2 slots on the bracket and it will clip into place, just like that. And last of all, don't forget to put the bin in. That's beautiful.